All right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire, in all truth and in all sincerity. And shalom to the rest of the the rest of the hopeful elect. Bayat Dawudah, who are destined to be the real elect because they were chosen from the foundation of the world. All right, this live anyway, so hope this live is edifying for y'all. And all right, this live is gonna be a prophecy news update. Prophecy in the news. Prophecy in the news, December 5th, 2021. I got a couple articles. I'm gonna go into, and then go into how it relates to Bible prophecy. And I got this article right here. Bank of America. It's actually from the New York Post. It's published 3 days ago. And the title of it is Bank of America execs warn junior staffers to quote unquote dress down as NYC crime surges. Amid a surge in some NYC violent crime, Wall Street bigwigs continue to encourage younger staffers to come into the office, but to do so with caution. At Bank of America, senior executives have quietly encouraged younger employees to dress down to attract less attention as they make their way hold on. To BOOA's tower at One Bryant Park. Those execs have told their staffers that dressing up or wearing anything with the Bank of America logo could make them a target. One bank employee told On the Money he's on high alert after he spotted someone with a knife near the office during a recent threat to the Manhattan workplace. Of course, it's not. I clicked on an ad on accident, so let me get to what was that. Shit. Of course, it's not just Bank of America who worries over crime pervade. The city reported a 15% increase in felony assaults over the past 28 days as of November 28 when compared to the same period a year ago, according to NYPD statistics. Murder rates have surged 42% over the past 2 years but remain largely flat over the past year. One top executive at a large money management firm even recently began carrying a taser as he continues to his midtown office. A person with direct knowledge of the matter told On the Money. Shit. And after daylight saving time ended last month, more people are commuting home in the dark, giving worries over crime a renewed focus. In areas surrounding Hudson Yards, the problem has been especially acute for commuters coming into Penn Station or the Port Authority bus terminal, walking the few blocks to the far west side after dark on largely deserted streets except for sometimes menacing vagrants, like basically homeless people, can feel dangerous, sources told On the Money. Bank of America is adjacent to Times Square, and like Hudson Yards, many employees use Penn Station and Port Authority as transportation hubs en route to the office. Bank of America declined to comment on the story. So, like, this is something that's new, right? Because of basically, hold on. uh, in areas surrounding Hudson Yards, the problem. Okay, con. Bank of, Bank of America. Okay. Some companies like Citibank are offering employees private shuttles. Ah, fuck. So they can avoid public transportation altogether. And most major banks will offer employees car service if they work after hours. It's not just mid midtown where crime has taken center stage. A Wall Street source who works downtown told on the money it's been a long topic, a conversation on the floor frequently over the last few months. Some people I work with have been accosted, approached. I say it's becoming frequent, not common. The source said it's probably a dozen incidents that I saw or have been involved in. The person said mostly verbal, but some physical. The person said they like people been trying to mug them, and they say that shit going on. Uh, uh, After daylight savings time ended last month, more people are commuting home in the dark, giving worries over crime. I don't get into significance of all this. Some executives say the new state of affairs could be here to stay. Hold on, hold on. The damn screen is freezing up again. Shit is fucking frozen, bro. Frozen. This shit's trash. It's the app. It's Chrome is acting up. That's the problem. Ultimately, Satan, spiritual demon Satan. Let's see if I'm still on here. Con, con. Ah, shit. Fuck, dude. I'm just gonna unplug it. It's charged up enough. Kala Yabashim Chai Bahashim Kakadash. Still on here. But yeah, let me get back to the article. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Here we go again. The freeze has now begun. The freeze has now begun. For those of y'all that are from South, don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm alluding to. Freeze has now started. Every time I go on there to bring that heat, you saw come with the freeze. That's to be expected, I guess. Yeah, it is. When you bring out the truth. You bring out that you be on fire, Esau try to fight it, you know. Try to water it down, try to freeze it up. Let me continue. Some executives say, so that's Satan hindering again, which happens to brothers a lot. Let me include that brother Paul, right? That Apostle Paul. Happens always. And that was just an example in the scriptures. You know, Satan, I'm just going to bring it out real quick. Satan hindered me. Satan hindered me. Ah, shit, my fucking head, y'all. 1 Thessalonians 2:18. Wherefore we would have come unto you, even I, Paul, once and again, but Satan hindered us. The freeze is on again. Slack up. Damn. Shit. Esau trying to, you know, he tried to, he saw like freeze, you know, like the cops. But some executives say the new state of affairs could be here to stay. "Quote unquote," ultimately, part of getting people back to the office in NYC is about making the streets and subways safer. Ron Tarosian, CEO of PR firm SWPR, told On the Money, "I would venture less than 50% of people are back to the office full time, and I don't know if that ever changes in NYC." "Quote unquote," he said only 35% of his 275 employees are back at his firm's Park Avenue headquarters, where staffers work with people in the finance and other corporate industries. Still, some are optimistic that impending mayor regime change could usher in a new era of safety and prosperity. Shit, that's that piece of safety talk, man. You know, why they gonna allow why are they gonna allow a real solution that don't involve, you know, that NWO, man? Come on now. Could usher in a new era of safety and prosperity. Yeah, you know, don't trust it. After the mayor-elect ran on a public safety platform. Yeah. You saw, quote unquote. Uh, I'm encouraged that Eric Adams will take a hard line, quote unquote. One Wall Street executive told On the Money, quote unquote, but it's almost like he can't get here soon enough to restore law and order. And that's something else. You're gonna have these people crying for some type of order, man. But the type of order that Esau was gonna fucking bring is gonna be that type. Is Hey, man, it's gonna be by lock, stock, and barrel, man. Like and more than that, you know. Martial law, bro. Let me get that one scripture when they shall say peace and safety, but also, yeah, when they shall say peace and safety. Nah, man, don't believe it. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. They shall not escape because they're gonna, you two thirds of you so-called black people, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners that be like us in the second earth, looking like the other nations. Y'all are gonna be caught off guard, man. Y'all are gonna be caught off guard by this destruction, because when they say peace and safety, you're gonna take heed to it. Oh shit, the bullshit's over. Nah, nah, that's that element of surprise. The element of surprise. You think it's all good, and you're gonna go back to your bullshit. Nah, psych. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Sight, you thought there was going to be peace and safety, but you thought wrong because you believed in Esau, the so-called white man, and his lies, man. So you was taken by surprise, man. But the elect is not going to be taken by surprise. Verse 4, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief. Yeah, because a thief is going to creep up on you. If you don't expect to get mugged, man, you ain't going to do nothing to stop it because you won't be able to. You won't see it coming. But if you see it coming, like, shit, that fool over there going to mug me, and you're going to be able to do something about it, take a stand. But because you're gonna see it coming, but if you're unaware of it, man, if you're just like, if you're in La La Land and you don't know what's going on, then you're gonna be caught off guard, man. And you two-thirds, 66.6% of you so-called black people, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners that be like unto the speckled bird here in the U.S., aka Babylon the Great, man. You congregation of the dead here in Babylon the Great, man. Y'all gonna be caught off guard, man. You members of the congregation of the dead, spiritually dead, soon to be physically dead. But the 1/3. Ye brethren are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief, not in darkness. You are able to see what's going on, versus the two-thirds, y'all are in complete darkness because you ain't got this truth, you ain't got this wisdom, you ain't got this. Ain't the children of light, the elect is the children of light. I mean, they got this, basically this truth that let you know what's going on. It lets you know what's going on, so you could kind of peep what's coming. Like, it's basically like night vision, man. Out here it's like dark as imagine, man, like pitch dark, right? Ain't no, like one of them nights where it's pitch dark. Ain't no, it's a new moon, it's pitch dark. It's cloudy. It's cloudy as fuck, or it's foggy as hell, and you can't see shit. You can't see a damn thing. But someone next to you got that night vision, bro. They could see. So it's to be compared to. It can be compared to that, man. And at times it's coming is real dark, and it's only getting darker. Verse 5, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Verse 7, verse 6, therefore let us not sleep. Can't sleep on these prophecies, man. But if you the elect, you gonna be on your P's and Q's, man. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Verse 7, for let they that sleep watch and be sober, meaning mainly I would say the first definition is symbolic, bro, because don't sleep on, like it say, don't sleep on, you don't sleep on me, like people say in the world, don't sleep on me, like it's meant in that way. Fuck nigga. See nobody out here. Like, heard a noise and shit. But it is what it is. Wasn't nothing. Verse 5, verse 7, but they, yeah. They that be drunken are drunken in the night, okay? Drunk but not with strong wine, right? So, drunk off the philosophies of this place, that's what's meant, firstly, even though you can't be getting fucked up all the time either, man. But, like, there's a balance to that. But, if you entertaining these philosophies of this place, and taking heed to these different doctrines, taking heed to what, just taking heed to Esau Edom's propaganda, man. Just tossing that down, man. You're gonna be caught off guard, man, because it's like, let me get it. Drunk but not with strong wine, man. Like you 2/3 are out here, man. Drunken but not with strong wine. Then I got another scripture going into the actual article I brought out. But this is like a side note. But with drunk with not with wine. Isaiah 29:9, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry, they are drunken but not with wine, they stagger but not with strong drink. And it's speaking of your tribes, man. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, Khan, it is. Yeah, you tribes is, yeah, verse 10. For Yahweh has poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers have he had thee covered, man. Close your eyes, man, because you say you be so drunk you go sleep, you just take a nap, or you fucking crash out, you pass out, black out and shit, and then you out, you don't know what the fuck going on. Verse 10, and the vision of all has become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which man delivered to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee, and he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. Verse 12, and the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee, and he said, I am not learned. So it's talking about you tribes, you 2/3, which are asleep at the wheel. And but he, yeah, sleeping, not really not woke to these prophecies, even those that of y'all that claim to be woke. But yeah, let me get into this prophecy that this fits right here. Without further ado, Second Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So there you go. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, man. And this is the beginning of that. It's a process. And shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right now they trying to mug people that work at banks and shit. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. But it's like a process is gonna get that bad, man. It's gonna get that bad. You're gonna have motherfuckers breaking into your crib. You have cases where there are follow home robberies in LA, man, where motherfuckers are following people to their cribs and shit and robbing them. You have cases like that because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. Because bread, the cost of living is going up more and more, man, because of this pandemic that Esau pushed out, man. It's causing inflation, which is causing the prices of everything, causing the prices of pretty much everything, man. So yeah, to go up, to skyrocket. So the price of living, it's causing it to skyrocket, which is driving these people into desperation. And it's gonna get worse, man. As people lose their jobs, man, also due to the mandates, as people lose their jobs because of that as well, and people's businesses get shut down because there's not enough work in there because of the mandates. They have to mandate this and that. That's how it's going to bring it about, and also the supply chain crisis that Esau created because it's artificial. It's going to cause more of that to happen, man. You're going to have people that's not going to be able to pay their rent. So they're going to get kicked out, be homeless and shit. They're not going to have a plan. No, maybe like, I get a job. Hold on. I get a job. Just give me a few weeks. And maybe the boss decides it, or maybe it's too much pressure on him. Because the landlord, I meant the landlord, not the boss, damn it. The landlord, I misspoke. The landlord, he's too much, he's going under as well and shit, or maybe give him a few weeks and still can't find a job. Wait, just give me one more chance. Nah, get out. Get out, you can't pay. And it's gonna be a lot of that going on. It's gonna be a lot of that going on. It's gonna be a lot of that shit going on, man. So it's gonna be a lot of homeless people. Sorry, a lot of them. Like shit, even in the city I'm in. But you look at Cali, which is San Antonio, Texas. When you look at Cali, you have a large amount of homeless there, man. And it's doctors and shit. Doctors and lawyers that's homeless and shit. Doctors and fucking lawyers. You're supposed to be straight here in Babylon if you have that job, but nah. They homeless. They out there on them streets. So that's a high level of homelessness right there. If it's even affecting people with professions like that, and that's coming. That's gonna spread, man. That's gonna spread. You're gonna see shit like that over here, man. Over here in Texas, over here in states that don't. Well, it's not as well known. There is a large homeless population here too, but I would say maybe not as much as Cali, but mm, it's gonna get there though because of the inflation, and so you're gonna see not just follow home robberies. You're gonna see robberies. You're gonna see of dudes, mobs of dudes looking to rob motherfuckers, looking to rob motherfuckers who got groceries and shit. And give me your groceries, man. Give me your groceries. You're gonna have a knife or some shit. We'll put it to your chest or some shit. They just gonna surround your ass. What the fuck? You're outnumbered. But you give us your shit now, and we'll let you live. That's all it's gonna get. But then from that, they gonna empty your pockets and shit. Okay, that's like it. But from then on, Slack. But from then on, anyways, back to it. But from then on, it's gonna get worse. You know, they mean, oh, this person has a lot of shit. You know, we were always seeing them at the grocery store. We could do more. That's fucking pull up at his crib. Mobs of motherfuckers pulling up at your Call out y'all by shimmy outside by shimmy cock. I'm still alive. Alright, shalom, I'm back. Phone died. Alright. Shit. Some eye. Got some shit in my eye. Alright, hold up. Yeah, it's freezing up again. Does that a lot. Freeze frame. Freeze frame again. This shit is annoying. It's what you go through, man. It's all worth. I mean, I'm just saying it's annoying. I'm not saying. I mean, it's grievous what you go through. But yeah, it's worth though. It's what I mean. Be worth it in the end. Be worth it in the end. But yeah, you know, you're gonna have shit. You're gonna have like shit like that going on, man. You're gonna have whole mobs like I was talking about show up at your crib and shit. Whole mob show up at your crib, breaking in and shit, run up in there. You know, because they're gonna be figuring out who had the most, man. Oh shit, okay. That shit they may even jot down your license plate whenever they get your ass, bro. Whenever they get your ass, wait for you to get your car. Maybe they may even jot your license plate down. Well, and then if maybe not all of them, well, just maybe just several of them, or go to pull up at your crib. Oh shit, it got more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get even crazier, which is gonna cause, which is what Esau wants. Ultimately, he's fulfilling prophecy. But he thinks he's stopping it. He just thinks he's stopping it. He thinks he's gonna reset his time on Earth. He's delusional. But by doing that, he's fulfilling prophecy. You know, because what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna have the National Guard get called in first off. That's the first step. National Guard, because all the cops is quitting because of the mandates. Okay, so National Guard is gonna step in, man. Okay, you're gonna see more National Guard out there, just like you saw with the bus drivers out in Boston after the mandates, the medical workers in New York State after the mandates, just like what you saw, what you be seeing, man. National Guard, National Guard taking over industries like that, man, because of which that's nationalization. What that is, National Guard. That's like a form of it. Them taking over industries like that, because it's all by design, man. Because who pushed the mandates, man? Knowing that people knowing that there's gonna be a backlash, man, which is gonna cause what? A shortage. Who pushed it? Esau. Esau pushed those mandates, man. And drugstores. So what next? Drugstores. You have the National Guard at the damn Walgreens, man. Like I wouldn't be surprised, man. Ugh. Fuck. Hell no, bro. Slovakia. Uh, Drugstores across the U.S. are struggling to cope as low staffing levels combined with surging demand. A report says U.S. drugstores are being severely affected by the labor shortage per AP. Low staffing levels have been reported amidst a surge in demand for uh, for the you already know the situation for the 1948 19 is given out by them 1948 no team 1948 but it's the 1940 1984 shit I meant to say 1984 edition Crown Royal shots in demand for them. The situation has left the really because of the mandates. The situation has left the remaining workers feeling burned out in the wake of the old. See, that's what they're gonna blame the moronic variant. It means something else as well. Just called the moronic variant. U.S. drugstores are struggling to cope by surging fruit juice demand is being met with staff shortages, AP reported. Theresa told an independent pharmacist told AP she has witnessed fruit juice demand quadruples since the summer at her Florida store, quote unquote. There's crazy increased demand on pharmacies right now, quote unquote, she said. It's not unusual for drugstores to be busy at this time of the year, as AP reported, but a renewed drive and demand for tests in the wake of the moronic remix is likely piling on the pressure. Supply chain issues may also be making life difficult for drugstore workers. On its website, the FDA noted that it was monitoring drug shortages. A statement read, quote unquote, the drug shortage staff between the Slovakia, my bad, I meant within the FDA Center for Drug Evaluation and Research CDER has asked manufacturers to evaluate their entire supply chain, quote unquote. This includes active pharmaceutical ingredients, finished dose forms, and any components that may be impacted in any area of the supply chain due to the 1984 due to due to the so-called outbreak, it added. The labor shortage, however, is leading to shortages, closures, and shorter opening hours. There you go. According to the outlet, a CVS Health store in Indianapolis shut mid-afternoon on Thursday due to staff shortages. Insiders Alana Akhtar recently reported that the labor shortage is uh, creating wait times at CVS and Walgreens. Too, in some cases, patients are reportedly waiting weeks to get to get to get the fruit juice. The devil's punishable juice. Hold on. Let's see what they are. Get the devil's punishable juice at the at the drugstores, fruit fruit food service providers, retailers, and the trucking industry are dealing with many of the same staffing issues as pharmacies. Recently, the co-founder of a San Francisco pizza chain said he received no applications for an assistant manager despite raising the salary to 70,000. And what these motherfucking devils will not tell you is that the reason for all these shortages is these fucking mandates, man. They won't fucking mention it. They won't. They gonna they will push. They're pushing mandates like it's like the next best thing, right? Like it's the silver bullet to this fucking pandemic that they planned out. You know, they planned to push on you Babylonians, and so now there's a solution, a mandate. But you see these mandates being implemented, and this is what it's resulting in: shortages, all types of shortages, man. Short staffed, you know. And why else would you have no applications for an assistant manager despite raising the salary to 70,000? But these devils, you know, they not mentioning it. They trying to be slick, man. Yeah, and then they got some latest updates on the labor shortage. Geriatric millennials have the most power in the workforce right now. Okay, what the fuck? Economic aid during the pandemic got many Americans' backs off the wall for the first time in years, and they're not going back against it without a fight. Oh shit. Okay, that's another factor as well. This and now you're gonna make motherfuckers get some shit that they don't even want, man. Like, of course they're not gonna work at your place. Of course they're not gonna work at your place, man. You're gonna have staffing shortages, but that's something that Esau don't want to mention because there's an agenda to push mandates. Next bullet point: 3 employers who hiked worker pay say they're not suffering from staff shortages. One said she was overstaffed after boosting starting wages. Fuck. Esau tried to confuse you there, putting that info out. After boosting starting wages to $14 an hour, it's time to get white collar perks to traditionally blue collar jobs. Three reasons there's a labor shortage according to Biden's labor secretary. Anything but the mandates, probably. The man, anything but the actual cause, man. Dude. Ugh, I fucking swear. Yo. What's up, bro? I heard somebody out here. Jay. Maybe somebody passed by, maybe somebody heard what I'm saying or some shit. But yeah. Yeah. Damn, bro. So, yeah. So like back to the topic at hand. You know, can't be I mean it's like for a little distraction. Next time that happens, I'm mute it. You know, y'all don't gotta hear none of that. Um, yeah. All right, so back to where I was at, you know. Basically, like what these devils, man, they their pandemic and these draconian measures that are starting to be pushed out is causing a fucking labor shortage, man. It's the mandates. But yeah, they're saying, oh, Labor Secretary Marty Walsh attributes shortages to the shit that's virally spreading, to that 1984 edition Crown Royal. That shit that's virally spreading. I reached my 5 article limit. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, he's basically blaming it on that, man. Oh, it's that's what's to blame. Like, nah, nah, nah. Like, tell tell the truth. Well, Esau can't do it, man. We know what's to blame, man. Those of us that are in the know that it's the mandates. But hold on, hold on. U.S. Omicron patient moronic. Damn it, moronic. Patient also have the 1984. Oh yeah, this right here. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen weighs in on central bank digital currencies. We got that. Which is leading, basically, this is all leading to the MOTV. The economy being crashed on purpose. That's what it is, to cause that chaos, to bring in that order, but also to, yeah, to cause that chaos, and to also to justify a CBDC, to justify that as well, which that goes into the MOTB as well, because it's going to be digital, and RFID chip, radio frequency identification device, man. That's it's gonna work with that, man. Gonna have it like that's gonna be like pushed as the silver bullet to all this. Look, we got the juice, the juice, man, the fruit juice, the devil's punch bowl juice, right? We got that in here, man, and we give it's timed releases. Look, we got that, and verification that you get that people are getting this shit. And the ultimate, the silver bullet that Esau has waiting in the wings. Sweden. Oh yeah, Sweden is already pushing that, man. You just get your verification ID, man. You get that in the shit. That's the bite mark, man. You get that in I'm just about from the brother Bakar Ahmad from Metavalor camp on the East Coast, New York, New Jersey. The grain of rice. They just put that grain of rice in you, man. And hey, there you go. The silver bullet. The silver bullet. The solution. The solution to all the problems, basically, is what they finna push it as. Okay, so we have that. Oh, and plus we know who everybody is, so nobody is going to be pushed as a solution to terrorism, as a solution to as well, and not just the pandemic, right? But as a solution to that, as a solution to the upcoming cyber pandemic, they have a plan as a solution to all that, man. As a solution to illegal immigration, so called, right? As a solution to that as well. See, we know who's crossing the border because they're all chips, that type of shit. A solution to all that. That's what it's gonna be pushed as. You know, just Esau's coming with that orientation, man. Oh shit's like shit. Okay. So you got that going on. First article, that's gonna lead to more chaos, and as you're gonna have different situations come out of that. The National Guard situation. They're ultimately, you're gonna see, like in a certain stage, you're gonna see the National Guard be handing out groceries and shit, and it's gonna be rations at a certain stage. Because also the National Guard is being used to what's called commandeer, man. Commandeer certain shit already, man. Using it for military, take possession of some without commandeering by the National Guard, man. Oh, fuck. Yo, National Guard to ease supply chain crisis, man. They was talking about that. You could have that happen, and also as a solution to crime and shit. But you're gonna have more of that, because then what happens once you're away from the store, right? So you're gonna have more of that. So you're gonna have more of that, man. You're basically gonna have more of that, or it'll add chaos, man. Because that chaos is gonna lead not only to that, high crime. You're gonna have, and also, riots as well, man. One side blaming another side, man. So you're gonna have all out chaos breaking out, man. And that's when shit. You have all out chaos breaking out. And that's when cause you have that, and also you'll have the National Guard, and you'll have, but because the National Guard, a lot of the National Guard members are quitting. Let me get that. National uh, Guard troops quitting. Due to mandates. So yeah, you have National Guard, National Guard. Yeah, you have hold on. You definitely have them. You definitely have them trying to fight it. But if they can't fight it, then what do you think is gonna happen? Yeah, you got Oklahoma suing the military. They're suing over National Guard requirements or mandates for federal employees and National Guard. The state's Republican Attorney General announced Thursday. Yeah. Biden's Biden's Devil's Punch mandate ensures that many Oklahoma National Guard members will simply quit instead of getting a dose or a shot or a sip, a situation that will irreparably harm Oklahoma's safety and security. "Quote unquote," Attorney General John O'Connor said in a statement, "Quote unquote," these patriots, along with many federal employees who serve their country in the state, are now at risk of being terminated because they do not wish to take the they do not wish to take a shot of the devil's punch. The state of Oklahoma is asking the court to stop the enforcement of the requirement and to prevent the federal government from withholding funds from the Oklahoma National Guard over Guard members' status, or rather they status, or rather they whether whether they took enough shots enough hits, whether they took enough hits. 16 Oklahoma, all right. No, enough punches, right? 16 Oklahoma, get what I'm saying. 16 Oklahoma Air National Guard members who don't want to get it are also plaintiffs. Lawyers for Oklahoma argue that the mandate violates religious liberty and due process and says unconstitutional condition, quote unquote, for federal employees to keep their jobs. It also claims the federal government is stifling Oklahoma state's rights, quote unquote. The federal government is trying to disarm the state of Oklahoma from protecting itself, its territory, and its citizens, quote unquote. The complaint claims. It also takes aim at President Biden on a personal level, as accusing him of being no longer able or willing to mask his disdain for Americans who won't take the hit. When he admitted that his patience with them was quote unquote wearing thin in a recent speech. The suit comes on the heels of Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's rejection of Oklahoma's request for an exemption from the requirement for Guard members. Austin, in a letter to Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt, said, quote unquote, to maintain a healthy and ready military force capable of protecting the American people against the immediate administering of the devil's punch juice is an essential military readiness requirement for all components and units of the military, including the Oklahoma National Guard. Oklahoma is one of a growing number of GOP-led states suing the Biden administration over federal requirements. Other states are suing the administration over requirements for healthcare workers, federal employees, and employees at companies with 100 employees or more. The Labor Department's Occupational Safety and Health Admin has suspended enforcement of new rules after ordering large employers to require or regular testing after a federal goddamn bugs, bro. Or federal appeals court. Slovakia still got that going on. After a federal appeals court reaffirmed the temporary halt to the requirements implementation. So yeah, man, that's something else. That's something else. That's that Egyptian versus Egyptian right there, man. That's what that is. Is this because Babylon the Great, which is also America, is also spiritually Sodom and Egypt, but also, although it was crucified because it's the same empire, And the same people reincarnated that crucified Yahweh Shai. And it's the same sort of mindset, man. Everything that is against what Yahweh Shai stood for is uplifted here, man. Homosexuality, abortion, which is murder. His people, the so-called black men, the so-called black people, Latinos, Native Americans, and the Israelite fauners / speckled birds are oppressed here, but but it's that apple is all right. But especially Judah, which is mainly so-called black people, especially. They promote an image. Yeah, the more you look like Esau oppresses you just a tad bit less, but still oppresses you because you're a Jake. And you're an Israelite still, but you look a little less like Jake and look a little more like Esau. So it goes a little easier for you, like on camera and shit, because of that, because it's promoting that. Basically, Esau has beef with like Judah the most out of all the tribes. But yeah, let me continue in promoting that false image of our Lord Yahweh Shai and a false name. A blonde-haired, blue-eyed, hippie looking ass Edomite. That's the image that they promote, and that image is based off of Caesarea Borgia, not based off of the Bible, man. When the Bible, this Revelation 1, chapter 1, verse, start off at 13, describe how he really looked like, and it's the complete opposite. And that's just like, there's other scriptures like in Daniel that describe him, and they describe him as looking completely opposite. Revelation 1 and 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle, so like unto the Son of Man, right? Who is Yahushai. Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. So his head, the head and hairs, get the drift, right? Does a being called a redhead may mean you have red head or red hairs, for example? So like his head and his hairs, the rest of his hairs, were white like wool, as white as snow. So they would describe both of them as that. And plus, ain't no such thing as someone who's actually white like the color of wool and snow, man. There's actually no such thing as that. That's why they gotta paint someone's face white, It's not a naturally occurring skin color. And so it's obviously, but your hair can be white, like actually white. So it's obviously talking about the hair on his head and the hairs on his face. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Keep that wool in mind. As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So that's not that's a reference to what? It's all there. That's a reference to Genesis 49 when it talks about the prophecies of the tribe of Judah. It also talks about Yahweh Shai. This is a quick side note, by the way. Genesis 49, because that's not the main topic at hand. When it goes into Judah, you get it. This is hold on. Verse 11, verse 10, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and so him shall be the gathering of the people be. Shiloh talking about Yahushua, Hamashiach. And Judah got that law, got that position, man, that as the king tribe among the tribes of Israel. You know, the tribe of Judah, so-called black people, set the standard within the tribes of Israel. You know, whether our people want to admit it or not, it is what it is. So that's what's meant there. But going on, right? And so Shiloh come talking about Hamashiach, Yahushai, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Verse 11, binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, his clothes in the blood of grapes. Verse 12, his eyes shall be red with wine. There you go. And his teeth white with milk. So there you go. So there you go. It's all there. So that's what it's referring to. Hold on. You know, in Daniel, man, it further like cements it. Daniel 10:6. Daniel 10:6. His body also was like the beryl. Yeah. A precious stone, perhaps yellow jasper. His face was like a beryl. Beryl was like dark green. His face had the appearance of lightning. His eyes were like the flaming torches. Confirmation of what I read before as precept. His arms and feet like the gleam of burning. It says polished, but the word there's kala meaning burnished bronze. Burnished bronze is dark enough, man. Burnished would be even darker. And the sound of his words like the sound of a tumult. So, you know, that's the description of, or like in color, man. In the KJV it says that like in color, the polish, burnished, kalal, burnished is the meaning of that word, brass. So burnished brass, arms and feet are like in color to burnished brass, dark brown, like a so-called black man. And so that would be the rest of his body as well. Like the wool, hair like the wool. I get where it says that. And this image, and they don't tell you that he looks like a so-called black man. They tell you that he looks like a so-called white man with long hair and blue eyes, long stringy hair, not like wool, and blue eyes. Hair like wool. His head and hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Okay, that's going into Revelation. Let me get what it says in Daniel. Daniel 7:9. Yeah, Khan. Daniel 7:9 KJV, which Khan just means that's right in Hebrew. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Notice it just says like the pure wool. And his throne was like fire flame, like a fiery flame is rules as burning fire. So his throne was like the fiery flame. Well, that will go into the so-called UFOs. which are the chariots of Mosai Yahweh. But yeah, the hair of his head like the pure wool. What race of people is described to have hair like wool or woolly hair? Like it's obviously so-called black people. And so he was obviously a so-called black man. You know, like the Egyptians, the Israelites looked like the Egyptians, and the Egyptians had woolly hair and burnished skin. They were so-called black. They were heavily melanated people. To be in that land of Egypt, in the Middle East, well, what's called the Middle East now, Northeast Africa, to be in that area, the type of heat that you're dealing with over there, uh, that's why them 1948ers, which called them. So that's another lie. See, so this is just examples on how America saw them in Egypt, because America pushes that out. You know, the 1948ers that call themselves the people, but they don't fit none of the prophecies or the appearance. You know, they got the highest cancer rates. You know, because and the highest skin cancer rates, because they don't belong in the land. Revelation 2 and 9, I know thy works, tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say that they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Yeah. I know that works said tribulation and poverty. You know, but thou art rich, because that's spiritual. You know, versus them, they don't be going through tribulation. They don't be going through poverty, man. They don't be going through poverty, man. The 1948ers own everything. That's why, and I know the blasphemy of them which say that they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Is there the synagogue of Satan, the chief house? Synagogue means chief house. They're the chief house of Satan. Satan means adversary. So you put it together, they're the chief house of the adversary. And our chief adversary is Esau. And what the chief house of Esau would be, man, be the Amalekites. You know, and those people actually run America. You know, which is Babylon the Great and Sodom and Egypt all over again. And make it how it is. As the ruler is, so is the people. That's why most people here act like a bunch of devils, man. That's why. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. In what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And that's why most people here, including most of our people, are wicked as fuck. That's why. Because the wicked rules. The border. All right, this is the last one. This is like milk. Then I'm gonna like the milk scriptures on who the wicked is. But let me get this right here. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever, man. What is Esau trying to do right now, man? He's trying to reset his time, bro. He's trying to destroy. He think he could pull another renaissance. That's what Esau think he can do, man. But that's what Esau think he can do. Pull another renaissance. Nah, man. They already rebuilt once. And now and the Most High Howard throwing down, man. He's exposing this place as Babylon the Great, as Egypt, as Sodom. He's exposing it as all that. Shit. He's exposing the wilderness as a bunch of devils. Exposing, yeah, my bad. Yeah, Khan's like it. He's exposing he's exposing this place as being the border of wicked. Well, ruled by these people, man. Well, it is, man. Because Esau rules this place, man. Esau is the wicked. Esau is the wicked. And so that's why we're ruled by people that's literally the wicked. It's literally their lot on it's literally their lot to commit wickedness, man. It's literally their nature to commit wickedness. And that's why it's so fucked up here. That's why the world is so fucked up, matter of fact. That's why the world is so fucked up. Because these people's mind, these devils' minds ain't right. And so they're trying to wreck their own queendom ahead of time. You know, Esau's trying to do that. Wreck his own queendom just to reset it, man. Just to reset it. You know, Esau thinks that he can do that, man. You know, he could just hit the reset button on his rule, but nah. You know, Esau's the end of the road and Jacob's the beginning of the next. And Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the next, man. Ain't no resets, Esau. Ain't no making America great again, man. This place through, man. It's Israel's turn. The real Israelites. No, it's all that's the same thing, man. Well, what they was talking about, make America great again, which really is make it great again for the Edomites, make it great again for Esau, man. Yeah, you know, make it great again for them. They could just do their wickedness openly and shit. And if you was to tell them something about it, you know, they'd take you out, man. You know, Biden's great reset, you know, same sort of shit, man. Same sort of shit, man. Except they want to oppress you Jakes in a new way. Oh, we'll put a chip in him, and he'll be like our slave spiritually, not just physically. That's what Esau wants, and with the metaverse too, man. Which ultimately that's gonna be linked up to what? The RFID chip in your brain, the Neuralink, links up your brain to the internet. So allowing them to what? Come into your brain and control your brain. That's what it allows them to do. Making you into a part of the Borg. That they're trying to build the Borg, man. That's what all that transhumanist shit was about, man. It's all about the Borg, man. Setting up the Borg, and they want to have everybody a part of that Borg system, man. That's what they want. Because Esau is trying to imitate the body of Hamashiach Yahweh, man. You know, which the elect is all connected spiritually. We don't need implants. Esau was actually trying to imitate that, man. You know, Yaharat Zah be of that number, of course, but yeah, you know, the elect is interconnected, man, with each other, man, one body. Don't need no implant. You know, it's spiritual, not carnal. Esau is trying to duplicate that, man. On the left hand side, using his carnal blessing, using the implant, using what's in the fruit juice, man. All that's to prepare your body as well. That graphene and that shit, man. Them nanoparticles and shit. All that, man. It's to prepare your body. That shit got fucking hydras in that motherfucker, man. Got hydras in that hole, man. It's because it's a depopulation tool, but it's a depopulation tool for sure. You know, most of the people on this earth, especially who are descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel, mainly so-called black people, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, most are slated for destruction. But like a lot of his own people, he's gonna do away with too, because they're like the 2/3, but the 2/3 of Esau, man, the throwaways of Edom. You know, the elite see them as useless eaters. What the fuck, bro? This shit won't load, bro. Shit stupid, bro. Too much heat for this devil, man. Devil, like, gotta freeze this shit up again. Fucking devils, man. Freezing my shit up, man. Freezing my shit up. Devils. Damn fucking devils, man. Freezing my shit up. Oh, Con, I'm still live. That's what's up. I'm still live. Kala Yahba Hashem Yahushai. Kala Yahba Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rukakadash. Still live. Esau couldn't stop it. You know, Esau is trying to basically he heap it to himself. All people, let me get that. This is what this devil wants everybody and everything, man. He heap it to himself, and I don't think he would be satisfied even after that, man. You get it? He heap it to himself, but he's not gonna get all that. You know, he's only gonna get the 2/3, man. Habakkuk 2:5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he's a proud man, and you ain't gonna touch your leg. Just 2/3 in these heathens. Yeah, also, well, let me continue. Verse 5, yeah, also because he transgresseth or wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Speaking of really Esau, man. These damn devils, man. The modern day Chaldeans, man. Or Chaldeans. The modern day version right there. Because the Chaldeans they were the rulers of Babylon. And this is Babylon all over again, so they're the elites. The Chaldeans are the elites. The Chaldeans was the elites back then, man. Like the elites of Babylon, of ancient Babylon. So these Edomites, so just like those Hamites were the elites of ancient Babylon, right? The modern day Babylon, you got these Edomite devils that are these low level luminaries all the way up to like the 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 big 13 families, man. Those are the Chaldeans of this world, of this empire. So speaking of them, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he's a proud man, man. He's a proud man. He gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people. That they should, oh yeah, Khan. Moreover, the king wrote to the people, speaking of King Antiochus. When we're coming, it says, same sort of times as the Maccabees. One Maccabees 1:44, man. This is what he want, his new world order, man. Ah, shit. 1 Maccabees 1 verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. All should be one people, man. That's the New World Order back in the time of the Maccabees, man. And everyone should leave his laws. These devils tried to pull it back then. Now everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Verse 43, yet many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. Damn, asshole. Damn. Now that's starting to happen. I gotta wrap it up soon. Verse 44, 9-1 Maccabees 144, man. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem. That's spiritual, man. That's what's going down right now, man. That's what they're trying to do, man. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land. Yup. That's what's going down right now, man. They trying to set up that new world order all over again. Except this time, since we have pretty much the whole world in our hands, we can force everybody, not just Northeast Africa, Southwest Asia. That's why they're trying to put what the apostles and elders called that digital wall, man. Trying to trying to get you to accept being a slave, like spiritually as well, man, to their new world order. Have your mind connected to the fucking internet, man, to their servers, man, to the have you in their little world, man, and the megahertz of what I call it, man. They call it metaverse. I call it megahertz, cause you think it's like a big hearse with a bunch of and y'all the congregation of the dead, man. It's like a big hearse full of the congregation of the dead, man. A megahertz, and you ain't going nowhere but the grave. That's what they doing today, man. What King Antiochus was trying to do back then, but a more technological version of it. And your body being defiled constantly. Having that shit in it, all kinds of abominations in it, with it as well. Aborted babies in it as well. Aborted baby parts, man. Cloned and shit. From old aborted baby parts that was clones. That's what they injected in you as well as horseshoe crabler, just a whole mix, a whole witch's brew of abominations that they're injecting in you, man. It's a whole witch's brew, man. It's the devil's punch bowl, straight out of it. The modern day version of the abomination and make it desolate, man. Just shit, the venom. Just need the shit, the proof that you got it, that you got bit, the mark. That's what they gonna push next. Yeah, that proof that you got it. That's already being emphasized. How we don't got the right way to prove it or whatever. So that's gonna lead to that abomination of desolation 21st century version, man. That's what it's gonna lead to. 70 AD, and then the abomination of desolation, but 21st, but in the 21st century, with your bodies, with the third temple, him attempting to defile it, but only gonna get to the 2/3, who are like heathens on the side. So not successful. You ain't gonna be able to defile the third temple, man, even though he's trying. Verse 45, and forbid burnt offerings and drink offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings. Okay, since Yahweh Shai was that sacrifice, right? Ultimately, what are we doing right now? We're making, but like what we're doing right now, we're making our bodies a living sacrifice, man. We're making our bodies a living sacrifice, and Esau is gonna forbid that, man. He's gonna forbid like going out there and preaching. He's gonna forbid like going out there on the highways and byways and preaching. He's gonna forbid that. He's gonna forbid going online and preaching because it's not gonna be allowed to be posted. It's gonna that famine of the word, man. And also like just keeping laws, just like there was a time during the Maccabees period, where you was forbidden to call yourself a Jew, man. You was forbidden to call yourself a Jew back then. Like you couldn't even call yourself that, man. Nah, nah, nah. You get with the program or not. There's gonna come a time where I could see these devils demonize us so much that they're gonna justify they're gonna justify forbidding us from calling ourselves Hebrew Israelites. Or they're gonna justify that shit, man. Or they're gonna do some false flag. I can see it. So that's gonna be so like along with the us already being demonized. Like I can see them doing a false flag. That's gonna be they're so like they're gonna like fuck with people so much, right? That it's gonna be blamed on the Hebrew Israelites, and then they're gonna be like, see, like anyone who calls themselves that, they're a terrorist and shit like that, you know. So you see what they did. You see what they did. You can't trust none of them. You know, it's demonizing us, man. It's already started to happen, man. They're just trying to they're just going about it differently because the Jersey City shooting didn't work like they thought it would work. So they're going about it differently. You know, first just demonizing Jake as a total demon and shit. And then they're probably gonna you can see it, man. Just demonizing Jake in general is with that event in Wisconsin. And then you had the right wing Edomites try to blame it on us, man. And you're gonna have the first I see how the elites is doing it, like just demonizing Jake in general, because even though the mainstream media, like the mainstream like CNN and shit, like didn't say that he was linked up to us or whatever like that, like they still demonized him as a total piece of shit. So I could see versus that shooter like that shit that happened in Michigan, right? Versus that shit that happened in Michigan, you know, the script was different, man. They didn't demonize him as being a total piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So the setup for they're just demonizing Jake in general as, you know, the new terrorists as violent people and shit. And I could see it go that far to where they stage an event like event that's like gonna shock the world and shit. It's staged though, or it's planned out. They have one of their MK Ultra Manchurian candidates do it or some shit, or have him as the damn patsy and just well, however the fuck they're gonna set it up. But they have that shit pop off, and it just makes the news, and it's just like 24-hour coverage of it and shit like that. You know how they do, and oh look, yeah, he was a Hebrew Israelite. Oh yeah, look, he was wearing them fringes. Oh yeah, look. They had that Hebrew name. He could probably try to blame on the name, man. And probably try to say that he said all praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai as he did it or something. I could see these devils pulling some fuck shit and shit with the deep fake technology they have. They don't even gotta really do like Esau's probably playing some with that, man. I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, you know the demonization is coming, and it's gonna justify this further, man. Forbidding to call themselves a Jew, man. And verse 26, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Verse 47, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, because right back then we had a physical temple. Verse 48, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation. Verse 49 to the end, yeah, they was like required or mandated to do this shit. To the end, they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. Verse 50, and if you didn't do it, man, you had to be put to death. That's what Esau's coming with, man. Draconian laws. It was forbidden, man. Second Maccabee. Wait, hold on. There's a scripture that goes into it. No, I gotta go into them coming down with great wrath. Hold on. Yep. Second Maccabees 6:6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Shabbat days, or ancient fasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. Yep. That's what these Edomites did back then. All right, so let me get Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore, it's the spirit. I found it right there, man. First one, Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, have a great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. That's how Esau is gonna roll, man. That Esau's gonna come down with great wrath, and he's getting ready. He's getting ready to. That's why you see he's setting the stage. He's setting the stage, setting the narrative for when he comes in with great wrath. That's why you see everything going on, causing that chaos to bring in that order, man, the new world order, that the martial law truths, man. That you 2/3 are gonna be like you 2/3 are gonna be not gonna be protected from, man. But the 1/3 is gonna be protected from. But yeah, with that, I hope this live was edifying. Hold on. I'm just wrap it up right here. Yeah. But with that, I hope this live was edifying. I want to give all praise. Hold on. All right. With that, I hope this live was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashim. Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there, spreading this truth like wildfire in all truth and in all sincerity. And shalom to the real, and shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. Shalom to all the house of David, the Bayat Wada. Stay strong to the end. We're almost there. You devils, these devils is about to go down. This is the process right here. You just gotta trust it. Script. These devils can't get out of it. They finna go down, man. these devils and heathens finna go down. They're gonna be slaves for 1,000 years, and no more Esau. No more Esau. Shalom, yeah. Shalom, stay strong. And no more Esau. Shalom, ah, ah, ah. Shalom, stay strong. Abba Abba and Yashua forever.